All right, let's do this. The errands were run, the hair was washed, everything is done. I got my water. I might need more coffee. Look at these. By the way, I will need more coffee. Actually, before I show them, let me go make sure that they're out. I always double check that. Okay, they're out. I got scared. They're liners from Kosas. We have to try them. Oh, by the way, I did do my nails too. There was a lot going on. But look at these two colors. I'm gonna swatch. Let's swatch all of them really quickly. I want to do kind of maybe a fun little graphic look. What do we think? Let's do it. I'm doing it. Ooh, there's a burgundy. Ooh. Ooh, I'm actually excited. So it's a gel liner. This shade is called Bewitch. I think I'm going to swatch them on my face because it's just easier. Okay, so let's just get started here. This is the same one. This is Bewitch. Super creamy, but then I feel like it's a really nice formula that you would still have control over. So sometimes when things are too creamy, it gets a little too glidey. This feels just right. All right, now I'm going to swatch them faster and I'll just say the names. This is Hypnotize. Oh, that's nice. That is really nice. I'm gonna go a little bit faster. Here's Mesmerize. We got us a nice lavender. Oh, that's a good lavender. That's nice. Okay, then we have Allure. Oh, that's good stuff. Oh, I really like that brown. That's a good brown. This is, we've got a gray one. This is called Orbit. Is this like a gray? Oh, that's good. Oh, that's a good one. I'm excited for these. I like the colors. Enigma. That's so pretty. Ooh. All right, that's Enigma, the navy. That is a good navy. Sometimes navy can be patchy, but that's really nice. So there's a brightener shade as well. That's what it's called. It's not called brightener, but it is on the site. That's a nice one. That's really nice. So what I'm doing when I'm turning my head, I'm seeing if you can see through the color, and you cannot. It's nice. We don't want to see through the color. If we have a liner, unless it's a shift or something of that nature, but if it's just a standard eyeliner, we don't want to be able to see our skin through it. This is called Gravitate. And then we have Depth. Oh, I like that brown too. This one's cooler and this one has more red in it. All right, then we have these two. We're gonna do Cosmic, which is the blue. Oh, that's good. That's real good. And then last but not least, we have a green and it's called Eternal. Those are good. I'm excited. I don't want you to feel like you need them, but I will say what Kosas has done here is they've done a really nice formula. And not only that, I feel like the colors are really nice. I really like the colors. I feel like they were thought out. They weren't like, oh, just give me a green, give me a blue. They gave us a navy, they gave us a sapphire. I love the two options of the brown, and I love that there's a burgundy. Okay, don't ever sleep on burgundy liner. And what's gonna make this one a little bit more wearable, that burgundy, is that there's more purple. And purple is a color that we're kind of used to seeing on ourselves. And not only that, it's a very flattering color, especially on brown eyes. To me, I do go off of color theory with eyes, but I feel like sometimes I don't worry as much about color theory when it comes to the color of eyes. I just wear whatever I think is pretty, and I think that you should too. But I also wanted to say I feel like burgundy is a shade that's really pretty on really any eye color. All right, let's look at this. We're gonna have that transfer proof. That's nice. That's good. I wonder if they're waterproof. Let me go get you a link just so you can look at them. I'm gonna quit yapping about them, but this is kind of cool. So they do have hyaluronic acid in them, which that's also something that y'all need to know. Some of us are sensitive to hyaluronic acid, but what that's gonna do is anytime you have a hyaluronic acid, you're gonna have moisture. So that's why we're getting that really nice glide. So we love the science behind that. That's really cool. And let's use them. First, I think I wanna lay down a base and then kind of blend them because they say that you can blend them. They don't dry down super quickly. So let's try it. I'm gonna use just a warm crease color today. We're gonna grab this Armani shade. This is 20M. I feel like this is gonna be a really pretty shade. I know I wanna use the navy and maybe this one, but we're not just gonna go wild. Don't trust me. Listen, trust me with everything I say except for how glam and how artistic the look is going to turn out. That you can't trust me with. I'm going to use my E29 here, my little inner rush brush, and just kind of lay down a nice little transition. But if you think about, we're going to talk color theory, but just for a pop, think about what color is on the other side of the wheel when it comes to orange. It's blue. I'm going to add some more warmth with this palette. I'm actually just going to leave this palette out because I might have to hop back in. Let's grab a little bit of this shade, push that into the socket. It's still a very nice warm shade. We're gonna use the liners as eyeshadow and liner, but we're not there yet. We gotta lay down a little bit of a base first. Do you see that definition that we can get? Even though this is a fluffy brush, it's really just how you pick up that product and how you place it, and then how you blend it. I'm using the tip of the brush. Even though it's fluffy, I'm still able to get that control. And then let's take a little bit of this shade, just take it on the side, just transition a little bit more. Peachy peachy, same thing over here. And then a little bit of this shade on the brow bone. Yay! Small brush is going to be key. Okay, we want to keep control, we want to keep pigment, we don't want to over blend. No matter what your gel liner, when you take a fluffier brush and you just go in there immediately and just start to fluff it, what can happen is we're not going to have that depth that we're after. So let's just go ahead, do a couple scribbles. I'm going to scribble this way, and I'm going to scribble it into my socket. And that's where we're gonna want the most depth. I'm dropping this. Grab that E27 and we're gonna start to tap. We're not even going to swipe, we wanna tap. Nice. Ooh, that's so nice. I'm being very delicate. Tilt your head back, and I don't think I wanna bring it all the way over. We'll just soften that line. Okay, so it's still not set, and that's really, really nice, especially if you're a beginner, but it is starting to set. I didn't want it to creep out of the socket too much. And then what we're gonna do is we can even add some more depth, and we don't even have to blend this part out. Anytime you can blend and then add more depth, it's gonna look so good. I'll kind of take a little bit over here into my lash line. I can even blink on it, it's easier sometimes. And over here, I will just smudge a hair. Nice. Now we're gonna pick up that dark bronzer shade again. Take it up just on the side of the E29. And I'm just gonna go around the edges. And now we have a nice little navy smoky situation. And then also notice how I have it just slightly peeking out. I didn't creep up too far, but just that little bit gives lift to the face without having to do any type of wing, just a light little smudge. Now I'm still not working on this eye yet because it is a gel liner. It's going to dry down, but I wanted to use this lighter shade, Cosmic. It's also a blue. Let's use it towards the front. I'm just drawing on my face at this point. That's me looking at text messages. What are people doing? Texting me. Ooh. middle of this blue smoky goodness. And then I'm just gonna soften this over this way. We have fun. Now, what you could do to even add more dimension is add your eyeshadow on top, but I wanna see how these wear as is, so I'm not gonna add any eyeshadow. But we're gonna start on this eye now. And if you're thinking, oof, those aren't blending, I am so meticulous with each tap that yes, it is gonna take me a second. But anytime that we rush something like this, there are things we can rush. There absolutely are, and I have tutorials for that. But a navy gel liner is not to be rushed. It says, hang on now. Let me get acquainted. Let me acclimate here. Blend me just right, no matter what liner it is. But navy is a color that we just want to be a little delicate with. I can't be stopped. I gotta let Douglas in. I hear him at the door. My cellar water, I'm gonna clean up the lid space here. It's just little things like this that can help you be more creative. It's really fun. I mean, not all of us find creative makeup fun, but you know, I can't stop myself. And maybe you can learn how to fix something with this right now. I try to reel it in. If you put blue on my eyelid, I'm gone. I'm in creative land. Can I have a wing, please? Just a little baby wing. Don't do it, Rose. She's gonna do it. To talk myself out of not doing a bat wing here. Just a big old, I should say flying fox wing. That's easy. I actually wanted to see how easily this glided to do a wing, but that's really nice. But like I said, it's not too slippery. And I don't even have it sharpened. Okay. I'm sorry, I have to. Let's get a clear base and just put that in that negative space there. I'm also not going to worry about it being too perfect because once we add a shimmer, we are going to hide a lot of things that might be sticking out right now. Let's smooth that out with our C31. I'm going to take it over into here, over into here. We want that tacky base because it's going to make this super shock shadow very shocking. Nice. You can even notice how that eyeshadow base kind of just blurred edges too, because you're reactivating. So you're able to blur. Ooh, look at that. Hey, we learned something. And I will say, sometimes these wild looks, I'm able to learn something that can help you with your favorite makeup look. We're just gonna apply it with a fluffy brush. This is from the Pokemon collection from ColourPop. And we're gonna take that and I'm just gonna tap. I'm gonna pull it a little bit and then tap, and then I'm just gonna keep layering it. So pretty. This is a really pretty color. What shade is it? Hydro Pump. So I wore a different style of my self-adhesive lashes. I feel like a brand new person not having to use glue. And remember, I got like 18 wears out of those first ones. I did have to throw them away, but y'all, that's more than I get out of some of my regular conventional lashes. So I'm very pleased. This style this one's new. This one's a game changer. This will be my second time wearing these. I try to keep track for y'all. But what you're seeing me do here is I'm warming up the glue a little bit, okay? Give it a little pinchy pinch, and then I'm gonna grab my lash applicators, and then I'm just gonna place it in the center. That's my fault. Let me separate it a little bit more. There we go. There we go. Whee! And then let it get acquainted. Let it warm up there some more. Now that it's acquainted, you can just push it down here. Now we're gonna take the front, just like regular lashes, but they've already warmed up. See it starting to grab? Pinch, pinch. And I love that I don't even have to wipe off my lash applicator. Sabotage. Listen, for me, because I can do multiple looks with this, because I don't have to worry about that lash glue all being around my eye, even messing up my liner. They don't even mess up liner when you take them off. But what I'm trying to say here is when we're using just regular glue, what happens is the self-sabotage. Like right now, I should have wiped these off a million times, but you don't have to, because they're only sticking to my skin. They're not sticking to this. So I'm not running that risk of having them shift or pulling them off. I know I squeak about them a lot, but they're really revolutionary to what I do every single day. And I also just feel like they're super helpful. And you know, I'm really passionate about things that actually make makeup more fun and easier to do. So if you've ever wanted to try lashes, I even feel like these are going to be the easiest thing for you to try. We just got to warm them up. And if you didn't want to touch them, I get that too. But you could just use a hair dryer, and I'm talking 5 seconds just on warm. We don't need heat, but just on warm, and that's going to get them nice and activated. So that way they will grab that part of your eye that sticks out the furthest, and then they'll start to really get acclimated to your body heat. And that's what they do. If you'd like to reach through the screen right now and stop me, I would not blame you. I wouldn't. I'm relentless. ColourPop just came out with these sticks. Look at these. They're duochrome sticks. They're crazy pigmented. Let me block the light. Okay, you're getting different colors there. There you go. Look at that. As a stick. You're telling me I'm not supposed to put that on my inner corner right now? Actually, I want to wait and film it. I'm going to film this one. Let's put more over here, though. Relentless. I'm sorry. That is so pretty. Okay, and just a little here. Just so when you blink, you're thinking, what's going on? I'll tell you what's going on. A party on my eye. All right, it's cereal time. I will be right back. It won't be as long as tomorrow. I'm in a better groove today. Yesterday was hard because I had to keep searching for everything, but that was my fault. So it was all over the place. That's me. I'm the problem. I should have had that ready, but I really wasn't sure that I was going to do it. But I digress. Ooh, look at that. Okay, I'll be back and we'll finish the face, but we got to get some cereal. So I need to get a darker shade. I'm back, by the way. Cereal was delicious. Frosted mini wheats today. I need to get a darker shade in my Fenty stick. It's one of the reasons you don't see me use it. I'm lazy and I haven't went to get a darker shade. This is shade 6. Right now I'm my summer shade, so I need one darker. But this is how I'm going to fix it. I'm going to take this Toasted Teddy and I'm going to darken my foundation with it. Because this shade is actually a shade that would be in a foundation for my undertone. So what we're going to do is blend this out. It's kind of like a correcting underpaint. And this is something that I have taught for years. And really, I just need it to be its darkest on the perimeter. We're still going to add bronzer in a minute. But most of us have a blush shade like this. Look, that literally looks like my sunburn. Such a good shade. It's also an amazing formula. I really love these. Okay. Doesn't have to be blended perfectly, just a smidgety smudge. Let's grab this. And then we'll just go around. There we go. Now we're just going to work around it and then start to work on top of it. So we kind of want to lose the definition here because we're not contouring, we're changing and shifting. One thing about me is for a long time I was wearing the wrong foundation shade, 100%. I would have even been wearing the wrong shade in that photo that I showed y'all yesterday, and I'll save that to my highlights. So what I did was I found every way in the world to figure that out. And here we are now. I'm going to use my Jouer concealer. I love this concealer. but I do want to always just let you know what you're getting. And this one is full coverage. So I'm going to try to scale back how much I'm using. And if you've ever seen me kind of highlight these areas, that's because I'm putting a lighter shade there. Not too light. This isn't much lighter than my skin tone. But a lot of times on the face, we have shadows here that we don't notice, but if we conceal them, it really does brighten the face. And also here on the corners of the mouth, that's a place. And then of course, most of us know that inner corner. Oh, Gene, you need me to open the door? He's just a baby. Let's blend this out with our C32, coming back very soon. Nice. I feel like this is a concealer that I'm able to just go right in. Now, obviously, if you have darker circles, we would do lighter color correcting with this, but for me, I don't even need to at all. It's that full coverage. Blend, blend, blend. And you notice I didn't use as much as I normally use it that Natasha did on it. Now, we're gonna hop over into this palette again. And we're gonna use this shade. Remember, we just need a whisper. And it's even gonna be more pigmented because I'm applying it on top of that wet foundation. I just love it so much. I love this palette so much. I found some stuff lately that I've just been absolutely loving. Look at how that flows on my chest so much better now. Warm up my nose a little bit. Insta chisel. I'm doing my Givenchy powder. Benny and I are about to head out to dinner. You know that 5 p.m. dinner. I love it. But if I'm not wanting to be super, super glam, and I just want a powder that's gonna set and blur and look good, but also not take me into that full glam territory like the 2016 look yesterday, I'm gonna still reach for my Givenchy. That's to set. And then I'm just gonna set the center. And then for the rest of my face, I'm going to use my finishing powder, the Rare Beauty one. And that's even gonna, since this is so close to my shade, this is gonna continue to make sure that that stick we used really matches our skin tone, and it's just gonna finish your makeup. A finishing powder kind of just is the last step that blurs everything together and does a final seal. And if you're thinking, wow, that feels like a lot of powder, but finishing powders are designed to be very, very, very thin. And what I love about this one is that we have different shades in it. And that's something that I've disliked with most finishing powders, because most of them are one shape fits all. And that's not the way it is with anything complexion to me, aside from primer. I'm actually gonna switch to this more dense side. This brush is a prototype, but look how you can still get coverage from it too. You just gotta switch your brush to just something more dense, just to kind of take down that redness that I always have there, because I'm always in a tiz. Let's just do a whisper of MAC Melba. I'm really just feeling nostalgic. Jean, do you have to just come in here to take your vile little baths? Then I have a little bit of powder here. I'm just gonna soften those edges. Honestly, you just sound like a gremlin. Just a gremlin gremlining. Literally. Just a baby. All right, let's take that shade Cosmic on our waterline. That was easy. I always teach that we want to make as few passes along the waterline as possible. And the reason why is if we have a product, dang, that's good. If we have a product that has to continue to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, what happens is the water from your eye is obviously going to start to mix in. And no matter what, when we start to really change the formula of the pencil, it's not going to last as long and it will transfer. So I try my best to find you liners that you don't have to do more than 5 passes. And I feel like 5 or less is the best. Remember the shade that we used for bronzer? We're just gonna use that underneath here. All right, let's go on a lip journey. We're gonna start with this Dominique Cosmetics lip stain. The shade's Tangerine Dreams. Now hang on, don't be running away here. I know y'all remember the Drew Carey show. Hang on. Ooh, I like how soft and fleshed this feels. I also like how it's not really watery, like a lot of lip stains are, so it's not running everywhere. Let me make this a little bit more even on my lip here, a little bit more of the same intensity. And then I'm just gonna let it sit. This is not our final destination. It's been about 5 minutes, so I'm gonna wipe this off with my cellar water because I just want to stain. I don't want super intensity. I wanted a light orange stain. Perfect. Now I'm gonna do my favorite lip liner at the moment. One of them. I have Kiko ones I like too, but I really like this color. And then let's just get wild and top it with this. It'll kind of tie in. It's like a nod to tie in. Had to show you that. It's not coming off. Neither one. Nice. All right. There's today's makeup tutorial. I wasn't even gonna get this wild today, but here we are. This definition in here with the liner is so good. The way that the liner smoked out, I'm holding this because I'm about to go film, but what I'm talking about is the Kosas. The way that the liner had a really nice blend time. Obviously it's not moving. I'll keep you updated. Let's not run and buy it. What else was I going to tell you about it? I feel like it was really nice all the way around. The way that it glided on the waterline. I'm trying to put hair in my eye. I really like it. It's nice. All right, friends. I love y'all so much. Definitely going to post tonight. I was trying to post last night, but I was just posting a video of 2016, 2024. But apparently it was having a glitch because the song I picked, I don't know. I didn't delete it. It just went away. We don't know what happened. That just serves me right. Okay? We should know that Rose can only post things that are truly helpful. All right. I love y'all so much, and I'll see you in the comments later.